Hello, this is Mohsen Azam Khan in front of you, CFA instructor. And in this video, I'm going to highlight three important answers. Number one, what is excess scholarship? As we all know, excess scholarship has been announced by CFA. Number two, how do we apply for that? And number three, what are we getting through that, right? So the first, what is excess scholarship? Basically, an excess scholarship is a need-based scholarship. It is for those who are needy, who cannot afford the CFA examination. So it is primarily for those. So make sure if you're very wealthy, hence the chances of getting CFA excess scholarship is very low. What you get in return in this is simple. Your one-time enrollment is waived off. One-time enrollment is equal to $350. That is waived. Number two, exam fee is reduced to $300. Usually without scholarship, exam fee is for early registration is $940. So you're making a saving of $990, which is a very good saving. Hence, obviously, all those who are need-based would be wishing that they get a excess scholarship so that they can easily afford the CFA examination. So, but make sure this is a need-based scholarship. Hence, only those I encourage to apply for this who really need and who are not able to afford this exam. Lastly, whenever you're applying for this exam, the first criteria to applying for the scholarship, pardon me, the first criteria to apply for the scholarship is that you must fulfill the enrollment requirement of CFA level 1. That is, while you're applying for the scholarship, at that time you're eligible to sit for CFA level 1 examination. You're eligible for its enrollment requirement. For that, you can relate to my video of CFA eligibility, that what are the different types of enrollment requirements for CFA. In this, while you're only asked to be eligible or you're only asked to fulfill the requirement, hence you're not supposed to have the passport. One of the requirement for registration purpose is to have a passport. That's the requirement for registration purpose. Whereas to sit for the CFA level 1 examination, apart from that passport requirement, all other requirements should be met. That is, it is not necessary that you should be having a passport while applying for the scholarship. Whereas for registration, you must have a passport. Reason, because they do not ask you any passport number when you're applying for the scholarship. The scholarship has started now, 2 days back on 20th, and it will last till 19 October. The result of the scholarship will be announced in December. So probably the scholarship will be announced for May, August, and November attempts. If you are granted the scholarship, you will be most likely offered these three attempts, or most unlikely or very slim chances that you might be also offered 2025 February attempt also, maybe. Now, also answering one more question or giving you a certain clarity for those who are thinking to give exam in May 2024. Because we all know the May 2024 early registration is October. So students get a bit confused. They say, sir, what if we fail to get the scholarship? Then will we also fail to get the chance of early registration for May attempt? Because the May early registration deadline might have crossed. So for those, the answer is those who have applied for the scholarship, if in case, unfortunately, if you are rejected that scholarship, you will be provided a small window of 1 or 2 weeks in which you can register for the May exam, giving the early registration fee. This is only for those who have applied for the excess scholarship. In case if you want to, after failing the scholarship, if you still want to register for the exam, you will get the early registration window for in 1 to 2 weeks time only. Now we come to the stage in which we understand that how do we apply for the scholarship. So how to apply? The first step is you go to the CFA website and make your account. So let me show you that. How can we do that? So simply you need to go on the CFA website. You can see this. I've opened up this in the Google Chrome, cfainstitute.org. Over there, you will find this symbol login. Those who have already created this account, they do not need to follow this procedure. Those who haven't, they need to create an account over here. Click create an account. Once You create your account. So here you need to give your email address and all that stuff. Once you have created your account, then what you do, you go to Access Scholarship link, Access Scholarship. Click that, you get the first link, which is of Access Scholarship. Click that. They will, tell you different things which I have already told you. How do I apply? Click that, and it will tell you to log in and complete the CFA program Access Scholarship application. Click this, and you will be redirected to the application form of Access Scholarship. So you have been redirected towards that. Over there on top, it says login. You can see over here. Click that login. Use the same user ID and password that you have used to create the account in CFA. You use that and you will be proceeded to the application form of the scholarship. Let's discuss other things as well. So we have discussed the first 2 points over here. First 2 points is simply go to the CFA, make an account. Second is to follow the Access Scholarship URL, fill the form. So while you'll be filling the form, the form is very easy and very simple. There are just 2 stages in the form in which you have to give your certain personal details. Second, you need to tell them how much do you earn per annum, what are your expenditures per annum. Make sure to be honest. They do not ask for any documentations. They do not ask for any verification, but they can, later on, they can, if they feel suspicious about you. So it is better to be, honest. I've seen some of my students who have been asked for their documentation after 2, 3 years, after they pass level 2 as well. And if they fail for that, they can be, suspended. So make sure you be honest as much as possible in this. Once you have just, mentioned your earnings, your expenditures, you just need to mention them. As I said, no documentation is required. Then you are supposed to write 2 personal statements. That is the most important element of this scholarship form. 2 personal statements. What are these 2 personal statements? So you can see 2 personal statements. One is what prompted you to apply for this scholarship. This is 250 words. The second statement is, how will receiving a scholarship make a difference in your pursuit of the CFA designation? Second statement is this. Both the statements would be 250 each word, so we can say the total statement is 500 words. But first, you will have to write about what prompted you to apply for the scholarship. Second, you will have to write upon how will receiving a scholarship make a difference in your pursuit of the CFA designation. So let's discuss about the first part. What prompted you to apply for the scholarship? Now, I always advise whenever you're writing this statement, this is the first time you're interacting with the CFA body. So make sure you give your intro initially. Give your intro. Who are you? Your name. What do you do? Have you just recently graduated or you working in a university? Tell about yourself a little bit in this, right? Then what prompted you to apply for this scholarship? Some of the students have gained different achievements in their university life. So I would, and for that purpose, they have also been received scholarship in their university life, some aid in their university life or in their college life. I would definitely request you to highlight that you have been receiving or you have been granting different scholarships for your hard work. So just a little bit about if any scholarships you have received early on along with your achievements, if they are linked with the achievements. If, then only you will write about it. If not, then you go to the third stage directly, that is to highlight your financial weaknesses. So highlight what financial issues do you have. So highlight your financial weaknesses. Do not give many numbers to them because already you have mentioned the numbers in the application already. So tell them the reasons, tell them your situation, tell them your scenarios. Like let's suppose there are more other dependents on your father. Could be that. Let's suppose you do not have a father. You're the sole earner, could be that. Let's suppose you have many dependents on you, could be that. Your country economic situation, the exchange rate situation, your incomes or the growth of your chances, income growths. So you can develop different financial weaknesses which you are going through, highlight them in a proper manner. So I always advise not to show much numbers on the statements. Reason being because you already have mentioned the numbers in your application. It's better off to highlight your scenario and also highlight the fact that in that scenario you're very optimistic and you want to give CFA level 1. Understand my point? And hence also make them understand even if you get the scholarship also, then also you it might be difficult for you to arrange money, but you are optimistic about it. But you can afford it. Do not show as if you cannot still afford after scholarship because then the chances of getting scholarship will be very low. But you know, tell them your optimism that once you get the scholarship, you have the ability to afford it. Then, okay. Then in the next section it says, how will receiving a scholarship make a difference in your pursuit, that is in your journey to become a CFA, to hold a CFA designation? Obviously, the number one thing, the most important thing for any candidate, it will do is motivation. Number one thing, you will be highly motivated. You will be highly motivated because now you can afford it. Number two, obviously, you have a dream to become a finance, so you'll be living your dream. Some people have a dream, so you will be living your dream. You want to give something back to the society. So once you have done with the scholarship, once you have started your CFA journey, you want to give back to the financial markets, to the investment markets. You want to make them more efficient. Always remember, some of the students never tell what they will give back to the CFA. What will they give back to the environment? What will they give back to the society? Show that side of yourself. Higher chances of getting a scholarship then. And you need to be generous. You need to make sure that you're getting something. Obviously, becoming a CFA will also help you in helping others becoming efficient, right? So to highlight those facts as well in this, also highlight that after having a scholarship, uh, how would this journey become for you? Maybe you might give exams in a more uh, quicker way. Maybe you might be able to afford more good learning preparation of CFA examinations. So some of my students, I can help you out more if you discuss with me in detail. Pardon, whereas I've just given you some brief about how can you write these first two uh, statements. Make sure these statements are written in good use of English, good well worded, so that your chance of getting the scholarship increases. Best of luck. If you have any questions, as my students are always, I'm always uh, approachable, so you can always give me a WhatsApp message. Thank you. And for those who are watching the video, they can also comment on it if you have any question or inbox me as well. Thank you.